Hey there, self-care warriors. Welcome back to Self-Care Haven. Today I want to share with you an observation about narcissists and narcissistic abuse. And you may have experienced this in real life, in the contexts of the workplace, romantic relationships, friendships, family members, or maybe even online. And that is the fact that narcissists lure you into a false sense of safety. They begin with these innocent conversations that escalate into cruelty really quickly. And they lure you into these conversations in order to undermine your character, your credibility, and your right to have a different opinion. If you ever present them with any sort of evidence or reason or logic, you're not speaking in their language. They are not fluent in logic. They are fluent in sadism. They are fluent in entitlement. That is the language of narcissists. They can't stand anyone being right. They can't stand anyone having a point that is valid and different from their own. In their world, they're always right, they're always superior, and they always win. So one way to differentiate between constructive criticism and destructive criticism is seeing the presence of a personal attack. If there is a presence of a personal attack, that is not someone who's providing you constructive criticism, because constructive critics rarely stage personal attacks on your character. They have a problem with the way that you do something, or perhaps the way you think about something, or perhaps the way you present something, and they want to help you to improve it. Destructive critics, however, they seek to slander you, they seek to undermine you, they seek to attack not only your argument, but also your character. They seek to attack your very personhood. So if you have someone who is generalizing, making blanket statements about you, they're putting you down, they're using a condescending tone, they're smearing you to others, and they're waving around a big red flag of entitlement, that is someone who is narcissistic. That is someone who is luring you into this conversation just to attack you. And this type of conversation can start very innocently. It can seem as if the person has a legitimate argument, but when you respond to that argument in a way that they're not used to, or you don't cater to their sense of entitlement, or you don't validate their opinion in some way, or you provide countering evidence, and their way of responding is immediately just attack rather than even consider your viewpoints, that is someone who cannot even take a differing perspective into account. That is a toxic person. So remember, constructive critics rarely stage these personal attacks on character just because you have a different opinion. Destructive critics, on the other hand, well, that's the language that they speak.